Alright guys, so this is step 4, the second layer, and this is one of the trickier steps just because it's a little bit more abstract than what we've done in the past. If you haven't seen steps 1, 2, and 3, they're in this playlist. Highly recommend you watch them before getting to step 4. If you don't understand cube notation, I have a video on that as well. Highly recommend it for beginners, specifically beginners. And if you don't understand how to do a face, it also applies in this video, so I highly recommend you learn that. So now, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and make the second layer. So the first thing we need to worry about is cube placement. So for cube placement, we're gonna go ahead and place the white face as our top face and the yellow face as the bottom face. So what we want to do is we want to focus on the bottom row of your front face. More specifically, we want to make sure that the bottom middle piece matches its corresponding center. And in this case, since we have one, we're going to make this our front face. And we want to make sure that the piece bordering the bottom middle piece is not yellow. If you see yellow, don't use it. If you don't see yellow, use it. Can't make it much easier than that. So we look to see where our orange is, and in this case it's towards the right. Well, it's always going to be towards the right. So if the bordering color matches the right hand side, we apply the algorithm D prime, R prime, D, R, Y, D, L, D prime, L prime. So now we have this piece that was down here. We have it bordering here now. So now we look for another bottom middle piece that matches its center. We don't have one, but we can make one. So right here, we have orange and green. We look for green. Green is on the right hand side. So since it's on the right hand side, we want to make sure that this piece will end up here. So analyzing that it's on the right hand side, we're going to go ahead and apply this algorithm D prime, R prime, D, R, Y, D, L, D prime, L prime. So now we connected these two and we have this layer formed for orange. So now we want to do the same thing for a different color. So green and red. Notice how we can't use this piece because it's yellow. This one doesn't work because it's yellow. This one doesn't work because it's yellow. So focusing on the bottom middle pieces, if you see yellow, do not use them. So now we're going to match the bottom middle with its corresponding center, and we're going to go ahead and, again, it's on the right 3 times in a row. Usually not the case, but since it is the case, we're going to apply the algorithm again. Since the bordering color matches the right hand side, we apply D prime, R prime, D, R, Y, D, L, D prime, L prime. So now we have one piece left, and notice how yellow orange, yellow green, sorry, yellow red, yellow blue. So this will happen many times that you will get all yellows, which I'm actually kind of glad it happened because I wanted you to see it happen, so that way it doesn't happen for me but it happens for you, because it happens all the time. So whenever that happens, what we do is we simply pretend this is red and this is whatever color we're trying to get over here. So in this case, blue. And we simply just do the same thing. We don't want to twist to the left, because if we do that, we're going to bring this guy down here. And we don't want that because it's already formed. But this one is not formed. So we want to bring this one down here. So to do that, since it's on the right hand side, we apply the right hand side algorithm. So D prime, R prime, D, R, Y, D, L, D prime, L prime. So now notice how we brought it down. none of the other layered pieces got destroyed. So we simply line it up with the red and blue. And since it's the only one left, we apply the same algorithm one more time, the right hand side algorithm. D prime, R prime, D, R, Y, D, L, D prime, L prime. And now we've solved the second layer applying these steps. If you don't understand cube notation, I will repeat it. Watch a video that I have on cube notation, it helps. If you don't know how to make a face, watch that video, it helps. Alright, thank you guys. If you see any value, go ahead and like and subscribe. Peace.